Yeah, that story that I'm a Mac just told is 100% fabrication, unequivocally false. And I'll tell you the real story. It's not even a good story. Um, there are literally dozens of real, true Durka stories that would be 1,000 times more noteworthy or fun to tell than that one. So I don't know why you would completely make something up that's unequivocally untrue. And I'll tell you what happened. And like I said, it's not a great story, but what happened was Black Lab advertised we're going to have a Shaggy happy hour. It was like February, and it was the opening weekend of UT baseball, and I was planning on going to the baseball game anyway. And so they were like, before the game, we're going to get together at some seedy strip club near Highland Mall. I think it was Sugar's, maybe. And he was like, in the first 100 or 200 bucks, I don't remember, the first 100 or 200 bucks of the tab, as advertised, was going to be covered by Black Lab. So I was like, all right, cool. Because otherwise, I wouldn't have gone to this strip club at 11 a.m., to drink Miller Lite and watch the C team at Sugar's. But whatever, I went and I met up with Hitby, who I've hung out with plenty of times in real life. Met up with Hitby, sat by the bar. Then Black Lab walked in with I'm a Mac and Texas Owns You, and walked up to the where we were sitting and right in front of me, looked at the server and pointed at me and said, "I'm gonna buy that guy one beer, and then I'm gonna cover these two guys' tabs the rest of the day." That's it. That's the whole story. And then he pointed to Texas Owns You and to I'm a Mac, and he said, "I'm gonna buy that guy Durka one beer, and I'm gonna cover these two guys' tabs." And I was just like, well, that's not what you said online, but whatever. I didn't say a single word about it, and that's a fact. I sat there and ordered some steak and shrimp. I watched the C team do their work. I watched Texas Owns You get to see his first real life pair of titties. He got motorboated by a 45-year-old lady at 11:30 a.m. at a strip club by Highland Mall. It was incredibly awkward. It would have been a much better story than to just make one up about me. And then not only did I not say anything at the time, I'm an agreeable guy. And maybe not online, that's a fact, but I've met dozens and dozens and dozens of Shaggy posters, and I've never done anything untoward. I've never thrown any sort of fit or acted any kind of way in public around any Shaggy members. In fact, the contrary, with the whole Shouldergate incident, it's Shaggy people who've seen me in public who've come up to me acting a fool. So I stand by everything I'm saying right now. I stand by everything I said then. I never made any sort of word about the beers while at the strip club. Like I said, ate my steak and shrimp, went to the game, had a nice day. And then I didn't even go to Shaggy and say anything about it until there was some thread in Belmont, and Black Lab called me out for some reason. I don't recall. Said something about me I didn't like. And yeah, I would have been better keeping my mouth shut, but I reacted as I am wont to do, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, well, you're a liar. You said you were gonna buy $100 worth of beer, and you only bought me one beer." And then, I should have known how that was gonna go. But I never do. I never do think about those things when I post. I let my emotions get the best of me, but. So of course when I posted that, it became this running joke that Durka complained about only getting one beer, but in the end, that's the real story. That's 100% what happened. I didn't say a word about it at the time, and I didn't go running to the boards to cry about it either. In an ill-advised attempt to come back at Black Lab, I brought that up, but yeah, I didn't complain in person, and I didn't go running to the boards, and I'm a Mac, and I don't have anything against Black Lab. I don't know why Black Lab said I don't like him or I have it in for him. I think Hayden can attest to that. I don't have anything against Black Lab. If I were Black Lab, I would never have allowed me to be on his site as long as he has. I have nothing against Black Lab. I absolutely have something against I'm a Mac. I'll probably go find the old thread on Shaggy where I'm a Mac, he kept banning me for personal reasons, and a whole bunch of other people were calling him out for it and supporting me. So you're on the wrong side of the coin when you get the Shaggy denizens to rally their support for Durka. So I'm a Mac. He's always had something for me, so I definitely don't care for that guy. But for the record, that's what happened with the beer. I don't have anything against Black Lab. He runs a great site, and just don't make shit up about me. There's no need to. There's a million things you could say that are true, but that one's not one of them. So that's pretty much it.